Alrighty, we are live for Vegas Golden Knights at Minnesota. And of course, I've got this backwards, so give me one sec here. I got that backwards, so VGK. In Minnesota. Start up. They got well, you wait for puck drop. Should have known, but didn't expect the game to be delayed like this. Yeah, they're talking to Gensel about the hit to Chuck gave him. Dude, that was an absolute bullshit, unnecessary. Like, I did not like that hit Tkachuk dropped at all. I didn't like the hit Hagel dropped. I didn't think it deserved a suspension, but they suspended him, and so now, I mean, uh, the NHL has no choice but to suspend Tkachuk. Like, you can't get rid of Hagel and then not do the same for Tkachuk doing literally the same thing. So it'll be interesting to see what does end up coming out of that. So only got a couple of minutes real quick before we're going to be going live in Vegas, but did see the countdown. We are delayed slightly so that they can do the post-game interviews. So tonight, our guys need to get their shit together. There is nothing else to say about the Golden Knights except for they need to figure it out. Eichel and Stone haven't done anything. Everybody on, like, the first line has decided that there's no need to shoot the puck. Let's just keep passing it. Mark Stone, needs to get selfish. Eichel and Dorofeyev need to start hitting their target. But Stoney needs to start shooting the damn puck. I've been saying it all year. Stoney, shoot the damn puck. Instead, like, he'd rather pass it to one of the defensemen than take a shot from the inside of the high circle, which is like his wheelhouse. I don't get it. I don't get the decision making there. Love you, Cap, but contribute. All right. Shea Theodore, I'll say it again and again, as I've said it before. Shea Theodore needs to be on the, not even in the locker room, dude. He needs to be in the, he needs to be at home sitting on the couch. I don't even want his stink around the locker room. The other guys don't need that rubbing off on them. What a waste of money he's been since the re-sign. But he's the big reason that I'm nervous. And it's not like scared or nervous is kind of the wrong word. It's just why I expect the Knights to lose. Again, usually after we get embarrassed twice, we figure it out and come back ready. But that's usually against a different team. And I don't think our team's got the balls to hit the way they need to hit. They don't have the balls to do what Montreal and Tampa have done in their last games. Montreal just decided to hell with it, piss off Washington, and hit everything that moves. And then Tampa started doing that in the second period, and that's what got them the lead. Vegas doesn't have that in them. You know, Barbashev should, Haig should, Kolasar should, but we have not been hitting. 4.5 minutes. Like I said, we're just kind of hanging out, killing time. As we get closer to the finals, we'll start doing some fun stuff with shots and beers and maybe make a drinking game out of like the intermission report or the pregame report. And they're talking to Petrangelo. I've got no use for anything this clown says. What we got? Just about 3 minutes to go. Not excited. Not excited. We need Hilly to have the game of his career tonight as well, because one of two things is going to happen. Hilly's going to have the game of his career, or defense is actually going to play in front of him. The more likely is Hilly having his best game ever. But if he's going to do it, now would be a really good time to do it. We need to come out aggressive early. Hopefully the guy showed up to play, because that's been a big problem all year too. The Knights decide that, okay, the game starts at 1, we'll be there about 2:15. So they need to show up ready to go at 1 at puck drop. I mean, they need to figure out how to play for 60 minutes and not lose their want to be there. Because Minnesota wants to be there from first puck drop to the end of the game. Vegas hasn't looked like that. All right. Get this fish up, and we'll take a second to go to the other feed. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. I'm just causing problems for myself. Don't lose the fish, and I lost the fish. I knew it. I shouldn't have clicked. That just ruined it all for me. You know what? Let's get alright, I gotta figure out how to do this. Alright. Right when I get a fish. 35 seconds. We'll reel this bad boy in. Alright, let me get out of here. Just make sure we're all good. They still got 30 seconds on the timer, so we should be able to go over to this game or this feed and be just about good to go with the national anthem. They may have skipped the national anthem, which would suck. That's my favorite part of the night's games. They did. We got face-off. Vegas wins the opener. Stoney's going to dump it while Barbie tries to get deep. Doesn't get past the Wild. Stoney in with Barbashev. He throws it on Gustafsson, and Vegas gets a shot on net, and Mark Stone gets a shot on net right out of the gate. 14 seconds in. Vegas in the Wild zone. Stoney at the low point gets it across. A little bit of chaos. I don't know how Riley or Barbashev just ended up on his back on the ice. Vegas from their own zone. Tell me that's Shea Theodore. Tell me that is. Is that Stoney? Stoney just whiffing on collecting the puck. Across the red, Vegas into the zone. Hurdle, try going high corner. Just looking for somewhere to go. Finally get some space. High point. Hannafin trying to force it down low. Hurdle ends up with it. Getting pressured. Or that was, maybe, no, that was Hurdle. Zuccarello headed back the other way. Boldy down there with him. Vegas getting on him. Hurdle, Hannafin putting the pressure on. Puck comes up to the high point and out of the zone. Woo! Wild back in. Shot misses the net. Little swing at the side, but Hilly stops it. Howden up the high wall trying to get it out. Not able to. Whoops. Yeah, Knights did start out well, but now Wild are starting to wake up, and it only took them 2 minutes. Oh, big tip shot. Goes wide, thank goodness. Vegas gets it out. End up getting sent all the way back into the Wild zone. Colasar gets deep behind Gustafsson, up the high wall. He decides to throw it to the net. It almost feeds through. Hits something out front. Wild up on the high board, high corner, good pressure. Colasar, Wall gets it. Theodore taps it over to McNabb. He shoots, it goes wide of the net. Minnesota dumps it back out the other way. Did we just get a hand pass because Theodore McNabb couldn't figure out to let the guy... Anyway. Oh, so Faber took a puck off of Eichel's stick. Eichel got it down to the net, but hits a pad. That was Hartman just circle around through neutral and head back in. And the Knights let him. Puck all the way back. Middleton behind his own net looking. Making decisions. Getting out in front of the crease. Toss it. Eichel swats the puck down. Barbashev didn't want to touch it, but it's a hand pass. Another stoppage. 16:44 to go in the first. Joe Hansen is out with a lower body injury, so who's taking his place? Hinostroza. Vegas wins the face-off. Puck in their own zone. Out to neutral, but turned over. Wild get it deep. Petrangelo trying to send it out. He does. Stoney misses Hannafin. And our passes look like shit. We are in big trouble, fellas. Stoney getting out across the red line. Misses Eichel somehow, who's a foot away from him to the left. What is going on? Mark Stone, get your shit together. Minnesota right back into the Vegas zone. Hilly stops it behind that net for Haig. He sends it up the wall, takes a big hit from Foligno in the high corner after clearing the puck. Thorofeev down the low corner, gets it to the low point. Whitecloud across. Haig shoots it. Puck bouncing in front of the net. Vegas couldn't recover. Wild. Foligno sends it up. Zuccarello catches it, sends it back into his own zone. Wild. Looking. Puck all the way up, gets tipped in. Foligno heading back. McNabb gets there first. He's going to just avoid the hit, but he gets the puck clear. Foligno is on a mission. He just wants to hit everybody, which good for him. I wish we had the ability to want that. Puck at the low point, sent around Hilly. High corner. Wild controlling. Nyquist up into the low point. Throwing it down low. Boyum? I'm going to call him Boyum. Byum. Yeah, absolutely. A retaliatory high stick. I didn't think it was anything dirty. Granted, I'm biased, but let's see. It's just nice to see the Wild getting called for a penalty. Hopefully Vegas doesn't blow it. Hinostroza. Howden kind of pushes him like he went down easy as shit, dude. I'm sorry. He went down easy as shit. And then he just turned around and smacked Howden right in the face. And he watched his stick hit Howden square in the face. Wild, clear it. If I see Shea Theodore right now on, yep, that's who's out there. Why is he still on first unit power play? Eichel across the blue line. Dude, guys. It's our passing, guys. That's what always creates our problems, and we cannot pass the puck right now. Eichel making it through, and the puck goes up to the high point. Sent all the way down and around. Wild get it, and they clear again. Horrible first 40 seconds to the Vegas power play. One of the best power plays in the league right up until we make it to the playoffs. Stone gets it up to Barbie. Barbie cycles down to Eichel. Eichel's going to go up to Shea. Back to Eichel. At the high circle. High dot looking. Stoney. Theodore over to Bart. Oh, nope, that was Riley Smith, and he couldn't get it past Gustafson. Riley, he tries to get it on an angle to get the tip. Does not connect. Shea Theodore tries to get it down low. Hits a skate. Go figure. Eichel outside of the high circle tries to get it all the way across. Does not connect. However, Barbie gets it back. Riley Smith lost his balance. Shea Theodore scores! Let's go, Vegas. Oh, sorry. I've got these labeled wrong. Fuck me, that was not good. What a goal. for your Golden Knights with his first of the playoffs and a power play goal, number 27, Shea Theodore. With an assist, number 49, Ivan Barbashev. And a secondary assist from number 19, Riley Smith. Shea Theodore from the point on the power play. Big time right there. First goal going to Vegas. Commercial break. Let me refill my water. 1 second. That's big time. Ooh. All right, so closing in on 7.5 minutes in. 50-50 on the face-off. 1-for-1 Vegas on the power play. 3 hits for Vegas. 3 block shots for Vegas. And only 1 and 2 going the opposite way for Minnesota. Shots are 5-1. Golden Knights. They looked good for a moment on the power play. They are looking much better. However, we cannot pass the puck. So we have shut down a lot of the opportunity. Oh, this game's behind. Because there's a delayed penalty going. I'm a little further behind than I thought. Oh, maybe not. Yep, there's the penalty right there. Oh, no penalty. How far behind am I? Jeez, wait, what happened? It said 6-on-5 in an empty net for Minnesota, so I assume that meant a penalty coming, but it doesn't look like it. Vegas gets it all the way back. Wild. Dump it deep into the Vegas zone. Up the low wall. Wild, keep it in. Get it back behind Hill. Puck going up high. Hay gets taken down as he gets the puck out to Saad. Saad gets it across the line. Hurdle can't find it. Wild back in their own zone. Kaprizov heading back up. Makes the pass, but bouncing puck beats Boldy. He's going to dump it in from the low point. Hilly gloves it. All right, let's see. 11. And now White Cloud shoving Boldy off as he tried to come be mouthy. No. There you go. Good job, commentators. They're like, oh, look at that. His stick definitely got in there. But then you look from the other side, and Hartman grabbed Howden's stick and threw it up into his armpit and then pinched his arm. He literally grabbed it, put it up there, and pinched it. Eichel coming in fast. One man to beat. He can't quite do it. Backhand. And Barbashev misses the shot. What an effort by Eichel, and so close for Ivan Barbashev. Barbie goes down with the stick in between his legs, but that doesn't matter. Tried to go all the way across the ice to Eichel and does not connect. Wild back the other way. Good job. Barbashev to steal it from Middleton, but then backhands it right to him. He loses the puck for a moment, but gets it to Theodore. Eichel from blue line to blue line. Barbashev tips it in. Puck played by Gustafsson. Slow down for the Wild behind the net. Good back pressure, but Wild going in. They get a shot. It goes off the outside of the net. Wall trying to get it to Colasar. Can't connect. It clears briefly, but the Wild dump it back in. Petrangelo over to Hannafin. He sends it all the way up to the point, and it goes all the way down. Icing Golden Knights. He held him. What do you mean he did a good job? As soon as Eichel spun around, he grabbed his arm. Knights win the face-off. Finally, they end up with the puck, trying to get tipped out. Pearson gets it all the way down. It's a foot race. And who is that? Bogosian beats Colasar down the ice. Reset. Highest percent of points from D-men in the playoffs. We have 42.1%. Everybody else is a third or lower. That should tell you something, dude. Get our forwards more active. I'm delayed, dude, so it's going to be a moment. Bad job chasing the puck down. We can't get it clear. And then, I didn't realize I just flat out deleted the 0. I was Rossi. We have 3. Hey, dude, 3 Wild deep and 2 Golden Knights deep. It just, I got nothing. Just bad defense. Haig losing the puck behind his net. It's just nice to see a goal that's not Shea Theodore's fault. But that is a big thing. A couple of icings that didn't need to be icings. Riley Smith down below the net, kicks it up the high wall. He gets taken down as there's a shot from the high wall. Wild get it. Nah, they don't get it out. And then Howden keeps it in all the way across the ice. Barbashev gets it to the point. Theodore throws it at the net, hits a body out front. I think it hits Sod. And then Theodore storming in, able to tip the puck down deep. Shea gets another shot on, and he can't beat Gustafsson. I am much happier getting excited for stuff like that than the usual shit that I'm saying Shea Theodore's name for. I don't want to hate the dude, but man, he is making it very easy. Dorofeyev gets the puck from neutral in. He's going to get it deep. Sod Hurdle fighting to get low for it. Wild get the puck up and out. Good stick lift by Saad. Doesn't split the puck up. Haig down low. He's going to lose the puck again, isn't he? Nah, he did a decent job at least getting it up the wall. Saad making his way out. Kicks it to Hurdle. Saad takes a hit. Here we go. Saad gets it over to Haig, and he hits a skate. Good save by Faber. Good block. Dorofeyev went down a little easy right there. Damn it, the opportunities are there. We just need a little bit of puck luck, man. Come on. Let the hockey gods be. Let the hockey gods be in our favor. Eichel gets down deep. Sends it around, but the Wild are going to go right out. Great back check from Jack Eichel. Barbashev keeps it in the zone. Stoney with the shot from the high wall. That's already more shots than I've seen Stone take in 6 months. He has 2. Wild sends it down on Hill. Was it Brody? Boldy was right there, but on an empty net, but the puck gets out past him. Another shot. Big save, Aiden Hill. Eichel trying to get it across. He didn't think that he beat Broden in. Unfortunate pass on that timing. Theodore trying to fight for the puck with Boldy. Big hit coming in out of nowhere. Think that's Nick Waugh. The puck ends up back in neutral. Ooh, there you go, Knights. Put the pressure on. Waugh is flying around. I love it. Wild dump the puck in. They get it off the corner into the high wall. Into the corner. Trying to get it out. Vegas finally does. Theodore with the risky pass to Colasar, but it works out. Colasar stopping up, gets shoved over. The Wild fans think that's a big hit. Oh, Wall gets tripped. No, of course, no call. Hay goes to drive the body instead of protect the puck. It ends up working out. Puck goes back down into Wild zone. We're okay. We are okay. Wild up the ice across the red. Not quite. They cross neutral line and come right on back. Good pressure by Hannafin separates the puck. Big pass right out front. Luckily, no connection. Decent defense, decent sticks from the Golden Knights on that one. Wild trying to get up the low wall in the Vegas zone. Zuccarello sends it back around the net. High wall, top of the high circle, fought off. It doesn't get anywhere. Come on. Come on. Hannafin going up the wall. Can we please get it out, fellas? We finally do. And it's not going to make it down. Too much snow built up on that high wall. It's stopping the puck fast. They got to keep that in mind. Try and throw it along the high wall where the snow's built up. Kaprizov into the zone. Wild going into the high corner, gets taken down by McNabb. Just good, clean pressure. Faber bobbles it. Puck ends up out of the zone. Wild have to clear. That buys Vegas some time. Theodore from in his own zone. Throws it over to Stone, but he misses him. Shea. Stop sucking. Eichel across the red line into the zone. He tries to kick it back to Barbashev, but he gets stopped. Damn it. Boldy takes it right back after a bad play by Pietrangelo. Barbashev into the zone. He takes it high. Kick back to Pietrangelo. Big shot, big save by Gustafsson. No, that one's over a minute behind. That one's over a minute behind. That one's even further behind. Let's see what how far Stream East is behind. Even further. All right, so the best I got is like 30 seconds behind, which sucks. Plus the delay from the stream that I don't know how to get rid of, so hopefully I can figure that out for tomorrow's game. So at the very least, even though I'm delayed, there's not a delay on top of a delay. Vegas looking better than they have does not mean they are looking good. But it gives us more hope than I've had so far this series. Under 3 minutes to go. As long as... I'm going to jinx it. Fuck it. As long as Minnesota doesn't score in the next 3 minutes, I feel okay. We're getting through the first tide. Fine. But Stoney and Eichel need to start doing something. Like I said, I've seen Stoney take 2 shots this game. That's more than I've seen him take the last 6 months. So he needs to be taking more shots. Our defensemen need to start taking less shots. Get in the zone. Build the space. Take your time. Slow it down. Slow Minnesota down. Right? Because we're not going to hit them to slow them down. Theodore has it, but from the middle. And Gustafsson makes another glove save. Face off to the left of Gustafsson. Minnesota comes away with it. Passed up. Good stick to stop it. Theodore having a much better game. Yo, what's up, CG? Pearson not able to get across with Wall. Puck headed all the way back. Dude, race. McNabb and Theodore taking it a little softer than I would like to see, but hey, they don't get it out. All right, maybe they did because the Wild went for a change. Theodore working his way up across the Vegas blue line. Tried to hit Eichel. Doesn't work out. Guys, Avs game last night was pure playoff madness. Yeah, absolutely. And everything that happened is directly attributed to the Canadians. 100%. They were doing, like, the Caps responded and started doing shit too, but Montreal started all that shit. And then in the second period, the goalie had no business going through the Caps trying to get off the ice, and that started everything. What is going on here? The same as mine. Like, to be honest with you, we think very much the same way, so... Pietrangelo ices the puck. No, he was under no pressure. I'm doing good, buddy. How you doing? Sorry, I missed that text. But yeah, it's like, honestly, I didn't really like it from Montreal. I didn't like all the shit after the whistle. I was okay with most of the stuff while the puck was live, but I got I got pretty sick of the Canadians, and I was calling for the refs to take control before something like that happened, and they didn't. They refused to. So you end up with that and Anderson and Tom Wilson getting fined $5,000 apiece. And in my opinion, as much as I don't like Tom Wilson, I'm on his side in that engagement. Dude started a fight with him, and then Anderson came out of nowhere and decided he was going to start fighting. I got, yeah, exactly, CG. You know how it goes. But, Wilson was in no way in the wrong last night. I'll just say it. And when I was expecting Wilson to get back out on the ice and go headhunting, and Montreal deserved 100% of it. All right, we're under a minute. Face off in the Wild zone. Wild are going to end up getting it out. Cross the ice. Good pressure, but Wild doing pretty good to keep the puck away from us. Yeah, that's the next game's going to be crazy to watch. Big shot from Zuccarello gets stopped. Or no, that's not Zuccarello. I think that's Faber that actually took the shot. Zuccarello made the pass. All right. 22 seconds. Vegas setting up. Theodore across the red line. And Colasar loses it just into the Wild zone. But Vegas headed back. Wall with the shot. Or Pearson. Jesus Christ, those numbers look too similar. 5 seconds left. Whitey's just going to wait. Dump it down at Gustafsson. Maybe if something wild happens. And we go to the start of the first intermission. Mission back up for ads is a call. Like, what the fuck? Most of the emergency guys are coming from like men's leagues and shit. Cap and I calling a fucking milk carton. Yeah, nah, it's all bad. Like I said, at this point, it kind of is what it is. Our first, like, Stoney's taken 2 shots already that hit Gustafsson. So, again, that's more than I've seen since he's returned from 4 Nations. Eichel is trying to do way too much. He holds the puck and just skates in circles. He'd rather take the puck between 4 guys rather than pass it outside. They both need to fucking relax. Eichel, be an assist guy. It's fine. Stoney, shoot the damn puck. Theodore, stop shooting the damn puck. I know you scored this one. Good job. Good for you. You finally got one. You still have 3 more to make up for that you are directly responsible for, you piece of shit. Pietrangelo, ice in the puck. Under 0 pressure, ices the puck. Like, our passing looks like garbage for the most part. We're not getting into the zone. It's every other team dumps and chases. We dump and change. Like, I'm all for carrying the puck across the blue line, but if it's not working, dump it a couple times. It's just like if your passing game isn't working, run the ball a couple times. And then when they're looking for the run a play action and do a pass play. It's the exact same thing here. No, he's 100%. He's just playing like shit because he's got no team in front of him. Like, Shea Theodore stood a foot in front of him and stuck his stick out in front of him to tip the puck when Hilly was ready to make the save. And then Shea Theodore has also turned the puck over 3 times where Hilly had about a second and a half to react, and he lost. Like, 3 goals are the first game or second game are directly related to Shea Theodore. Directly contributable. Like, it's pissing me off so bad. Haig is having a terrible game. He's been playing fantastic. Like I said, Theodore needs to be on the bench and Ben Hutton needs to be on the ice. Because something's coming from Shea. I see it. He really needs to stop shooting the damn puck. Dorofeyev can't hit the back of the net, and he's paid to. Buddy, relax. His confidence isn't suffering in the way that he's still taking shots, but he needs to start finding the target, man. Hurdle's been fine. Saad is okay. Riley Smith and William Karlsson need to start. Like, they had the shorthanded goal. They need to They need to produce on offense in the way that they were the last couple of games of the regular season. So far, they're doing a decent job keeping Kaprizov subdued and quiet, and need great carry and glass Brooks. Yeah, I mean, Hilly needs the best game of his career, and he's not. He hasn't even been close lately. Or the defense needs to start playing in front of them, and you can see by that first goal they didn't. It's absolute chaos at the moment. Yeah, and that's the thing. We need to do like Montreal needed to hit the shit out of Washington in order to have a chance. That's exactly what they did, and they won in overtime. Tampa Bay today needed to hit the shit out of the Florida Panthers and piss them off. Otherwise, they didn't have a chance. Well, guess what? They hit the shit out of the Panthers, and they beat them today. Vegas needs to beat the shit out of the Minnesota Wild, except we don't have the ability to do that anymore. So, there. I'm going to take a minute. You know how it goes. Take a little rip. Smoke them if you got them. That's my plan. I'm going to throw on the special teams comparison. They better. Yes, our special team is trash right now. So, even if they're worse, they are better. That's like, I know that sounds sarcastic, but yes. Our special teams is trash. But all right, hey, I know I'm on a delay, so don't take this personally, but I'm heading out for a couple minutes. I'll be right back. All righty, we are back. Reset. Reload. And get ready for the comeback to the game for the second period. Oof. Not much really. 1-1 game. Uh, yeah. That's it. Just a 1-1 game. Take a look at the stats real quick. All right, shots are 11-4 Vegas, 66.7 win percentage on the face-off to Vegas, 1-for-1 on the power play, no penalties attributed to the Golden Knights. Hits are 12-11 Vegas, block shots are 8-5 Vegas, giveaways are 6-4 Minnesota, and each team has a takeaway. Shea Theodore with the assist from Barbashev and Smith on the power play goal, and Marco Rossi with a assist from Brazeau and Trennan. Here we are live for the second period. Forgive me for my being late. As I said earlier, I've got a delay on my feed and a delay on the stream. So trying to figure out how to solve those problems. In the meantime, I am a little bit behind. Shea Theodore actually making a good defensive play, and then Eichel failing to get the puck out. He looks way too relaxed. He doesn't look like he has any urgency. Eichel across the red line. Stoney gets it across the blue. Barbashev trying to send it down low. Ooh, Eichel ends up with it. Tries to get it to Dorofeyev, but Minnesota is going to go the other way. Hilly's not able to stop it behind. Trangelo eventually gets it over towards Hannafin, but the puck comes right back to Hartman. Hannafin doing a great job to hustle back and put pressure on Hartman so he can't get the shot off. Ooh, big pop-up comes out, and there it goes. Minnesota scores. Because the Golden Knights cannot get the puck out of the damn zone. Okay, let's see. They say the commentators are saying missed hand pass. All right, they're not even going to look at it. All right, so taken down at the on the high wall. Gives them a little cross check. And then everybody, Petrangelo and Hannafin, nobody is getting in front of Hill. They're both just standing there trying to figure out what's happening. God bless, our defense is terrible. Those are three guys that are all, I think, making $7 million that suck. Hannafin, Petrangelo, and Theodore. And I like Hannafin. But, man, he has gotten way worse. Turnover. Knights get in. Wall. Takes a little shot as he gets a low. Kolasar can't get it to the net. Good play. Kolasar gets a stick in. Get up there. Get the shot. Tries to get it to the center. Too many bodies. Back to Theodore. Shoots. And glove save. Gustafsson. As Juan Faber get into it, but of course he hides behind two other people because Faber's a pussy. That was a good save, Gustafsson. If Theodore got it up higher, he might have had a shot. Yeah, he didn't see it. He just put his glove in the right spot. If Theodore goes for the corner, I think that would be beat Gustafsson, but we don't do that. Chick's ice cream actually looks pretty good. Let's see. Getting close to 3 minutes gone in the second period. Shots are 12-6 Vegas. Goals are 2-1 Minnesota. Eichel shoots. Gustafsson stops it. Rebound taken by the Wild. Sent out. Hannafin. It's going to go all the way to Hilly. Hannafin takes it behind the net. Pass all the way up. Gets into the Wild zone immediately onto a green stick. All right, back up. Eichel backhands it towards the net lightly. Gustafsson able to swat it away. And we got a hand pass. Or I guess it's an offside. I thought it was going to be a hand pass, but either way, a stoppage, face off in neutral. Well, Demi, at least you'll get some money, brother. Face off just outside the Wild zone. Vegas wins it. Tries to send it up, but Hayes going to end up dumping it deep. Gets stuck behind the net. And the Wild dump it out. White Cloud gets it back to neutral. Hurdle into the zone. He leaves it to Haig to take it deep. He forces it around to Dorofeyev down low. Sod to help. Out of the corner, Hurdle puts a hit on somebody, but the Wild are going to come out with it. Dorofeyev runs him into the wall. Hurdle setting up Sod. Sod trying to cut through. Good back checks. He still gets a shot. I think hits the outside of the net. All right, now Wild are going to head out. Zuccarello heads backwards as the Wild want to change. They're going to call too many men. They're going to call too many men. VGK control, yeah. Was goal Hilly's fault? No. All right, Vegas gets another power play. Let's see how that goes while playing free, no expectations. I mean, yeah. Here's the thing. The Wild had 3 of their best players out for a lot of the back end of the season. So they were the Minnesota Wild for a while. Like Kaprizov was out for like 5 months, right? So they are not the team they were. And that's the thing. They are a full team again, at least for the most part. Johansson's out. Minnesota's going to send it and right past Theodore. Hilly settles it behind the net. Sorry, I didn't look up and see a lot of that. Like I said, you're right, Demi. I think the Wild are going to win the second period. We need to have like the best second period we've had in a long time, and that starts with this power play goal. Mark Stone kicks it back, controlling. Theodore sends it over to Eichel on the low wall. Back to Theodore. Back to Eichel on the top of the low circle. He shoots it. Save Gustafsson. Stoney trying to get it to the low point. He does. Eichel gets it back down to Stoney. Low baseline. Eichel, top of the low circle. He's hanging out. Past the puck. Theodore tries to throw it to the net. He hits a body out front. Back to Eichel down low. Another shot from Theodore. Can we please get somebody else shooting the puck besides Shea Theodore? I understand he scored one. Good for him. Can we please get our forwards shooting the puck? Yeah. No, Boldy is. I hate that the Wild feed is the one that's the least delayed for me. Eichel gets in the zone. Riley Smith coming up down low, goes around the back of the net, kicks it out. Stone, Theodore, Eichel on the low dot. He throws it down to Stone down low. Oh, Stoney, start taking some chances, will you? Eichel, go to Stoney. Yes, Stoney, back to Eichel. Shoot the puck. Theodore. Down low to Riley Smith. Back up to Theodore. Over to Eichel. Somebody shoot the puck. Bouncing puck gets away to the down low wall. Theodore, Riley Smith, he whiffs on it and sends it out of play as we get back to full strength. We can't pass the puck into the net. I don't understand how the guys on the ice do not get this. 5 different opportunities to throw the puck at the net. Hell, keep it on the ice. You have bodies in front of the net. Keep it on the ice. Play the rebound. Shea Theodore ends up with the most shots on the power play, and I'm sick of our defensemen being the guys that are taking the most shots, especially on a power play. There's 4 forwards and a defenseman, and the defenseman's taking all the shots. I mean, Eichel had 1. I guess that's good. It's like crazy back in the day. I said, I've been there. That's what I just ran out to do. I'm trying to figure out what we could actually do. But all of Vegas's problems are coming from mindset. We're playing in a whatever kind of way. We're kicking their ass on shots on goal. It's 16-7 Vegas. Like, they had 2 goals on 5 or 6 shots.
but a lot of our shots aren't great shots. Like the one that happened, Gustafson got the save, and he happened to be in position. He's looking straight ahead as the puck hits his glove, and it's like, oh, what is this? If Theodore would have gone up in the corner, might have actually been a goal. 13:39 to go in the second period. Oh, little heads up. I was planning on being here for Toronto, Ottawa, but I'm making dinner tonight, and I'm smoking a meatloaf tonight and doing potatoes and stuff. So I'm bailing on that. I'll be back for Colorado and Dallas. It's unfortunately I can't. I just can't put off cooking anymore. I've got to make. I've got to make it. So I said I plan on being here for every game, and then I realized like, oh yeah, life takes place as well. Wild send it all the way back for an icing. Face off goes right back in the Minnesota zone. We have way more attempts, 20 more shots, two more high danger chances, and half the goals. Vegas can't control the puck. 1-on-1, he just throws it at Hilly. And see, they play the rebound. Oh, big cross check. Hannafin just got dumped right in front of the net, but that doesn't count. Yeah, I'm with you, CG. All right, another stoppage for Hill. Same stomach growls. Yeah, right. Exactly, Demi. That's been happening. Like I said, I ended up smashing a bowl of chicken Alfredo last night because I was like, shit, dude, I can't make it. I was trying to make it between games and I just couldn't do it. I had to start off the game with a big old bowl of Alfredo. Losing it in neutral. Cameraman, what are you watching? Let's go. Pick it up. Get your shit together. Howden through. He has Carly. And Gustafson makes the save on Carlson. Good Lord, dude. Why is Gustafson having the series of his life? We're just getting too close, man. Too close to make the play. Vegas tips it in and goes for a chain. What's the stoppage? Got to get it across sooner, unfortunately. Just didn't have the space. Carly didn't have the space to do anything with it. Hey, it's all right. We're buying.
They're trying to figure out who was on the ice during that icing. And it's fine. We're buying time. Come on, man. Let's just get to the face-off now. Oh, hell, he thought he gloved it. Puck came loose right in front of him. That was bad news. Wild controlling in the Vegas zone. Trying to get the puck down low. It's behind the net. Good job by Kaprizov locking off Haig's stick. On who? Interference. I don't know on who. Minnesota. Sweet. Okay. We haven't been able to do anything on the power play, but he's not bitching about it. There it is. Oh, it was way earlier. Dude, the replay guys suck. Eriksson Ek in the box. How are you? Dude, he whacked the shit out of Hurdle's hand, coach. Shut up. I don't know what they're arguing right now. A Hurdle gets kicked out. Eichel in to lose the faceoff. 11:57 to go in the second. Oh, hey, what do you know? Eichel lost the faceoff. Shea Theodore. I hate when he's back there and Hilly's away from the net. Eichel coming in with speed. Gets across. Stoney up high. Looking. Gets it to Dorofeyev. Back down to Eichel on the low wall. And they are set. Eichel looking. Let's get the passes going. Big shot for Eichel. And Gustafsson makes the save. Wild make the clear. Hilly settles it for Theodore. Eichel, a little bit slower entry this time, but the same play. Gets it to Stone. Stone loses it, and the puck goes all the way down. Apparently, we have one play for power play entry, and we're just going to run it over and over again. There we go. Theodore to Dorofeyev, but he loses it. Good God, can we please act like we play professional hockey, guys? A minute 15, we have one shot. Eichel through the zone, through 9 guys, even though there's only 4 on the ice, but he loses it. Hannafin leaves it for Carly. Carly passes it over. Oh, bullshit. Riley Smith had possession. He turns around as he comes into the zone and they call it offsides. That's bullshit. Good save there for Gustafsson. That was a bullshit offsides. Carly back to Riley Smith up to the point. Hannafin back to Carly. Top of the high circle. He misses the net. Good attempt going for the high corner. Carly's going to whip it around. Hannafin able to keep it in. Vegas all the way down low. Big shot. Misses the net. And we're back to full strength. 9:45 to go in the second. And we're 0 for 3 on power plays.
Oh, no, never mind. We're 1 for 3. I forgot Shea got one to start. Puck comes up high in the Vegas zone. Barbie gets it over to Wall, who dumps it deep, goes for a change. Carly in deep. Trying to get it out to the center. It ends up deflecting back down low. Colasar circling around. You're not a stick handler, man. Get it to safety. Should have been a holding the stick penalty on Vegas, and it is. What the hell was Colasar thinking right there, dude? Come on. 3-1 Minnesota. The first penalty goes to Colasar. And he clearly he's bitching about it. He clearly grabs the stick and puts it back behind the dude's back. Like, damn it. Fucking Colasar, man. You've been doing so good. Yeah, I'm just being hella distracted for a moment. Like, at this point, I got nothing to say for the Golden Knights. They're going to lose. And then they're going to get busted out for in Vegas. So I think we're losing this series 4-1. Boldy sends it down. Kicked out to the high corner. Zuccarello pitches it back. Sorry, I'll get back into this. It's not fair not to call their power play. Kaprizov sends it down. Hilly somehow able to stop it. It ends up between his knees. Okay, that was a good tip by Zuccarello, but Hilly was able to shut it down. Oop, 15 seconds gone on the Wild power play. 8:45 to go in the second. Wild win it. High point. High dot. Zuccarello looking. He's going to go all the way around to Boldy. Oh, and then Boldy tips it up, tips it again, and takes it out on himself. Resetting. Boldy. Under pressure, gets turned back around. Kaprizov. Knight stick tips it all the way back. Hilly's going to go to his knees as he plays it up the boards and around. Got kind of lucky. Kept in over to the high corner. Up to the high point. Boyum. Kaprizov throws it down low to the baseline. Zuccarello cycling back up to the low point. Boyum at the point sends it back down. Boldy sends it down low to Zuccarello. Kaprizov. He ends up missing. You're giving him too much room, guys. Why would you give Kaprizov that much space? Good stick there. Not enough to get it out. Stoney couldn't catch up to it, but good job McNabb disrupting that play for the moment. Boldy back to the low point. Boyum. High dot, Zuccarello. Kaprizov behind the net trying to get it back to Zuccarello. Puck ends up at all the way up the low boards, and we have a stoppage. That, yeah. Puck bumped off, but not by much, but it's the right call. Faber kicks it over. 5 seconds on the Minnesota power play. Wild dump it in. Whitecloud over at Nyquist, who sends it around. Little battle in the low corner. Haig at least doing a little bit of work. And we are full strength as Vegas heads back the other way. I don't know why. He won the fight to take it on sides and then passes it back when he knows he can't stop in time for Whitecloud to get. Vegas power play, though. Sorry. Vegas penalty kill. Doing a good job shutting down the Minnesota power play. I thought it was 3-1 right there. Thank you, Aiden Hill, for making a save. Oh, my God. Hannafin going to play. Gaudreau. And he falls. Oh, I guess his skate popped loose. His blade popped loose. At least it wasn't him just straight up falling over. Barbashev sends it up but doesn't get it past neutral. Whitecloud up to Wall. Wall trying to send it down. Whitecloud sends it further. Pavel with no shots yet. Glad I didn't take that. Yeah, no kidding. Dude, I don't know what's going on with him. He's still taking shots. He just can't find anything right now. Theodore gets it swatted away, but Vegas keeps it. McNabb dumps it into the zone. 5:50 to go in the second period. Oh, Boldy takes it around the Wild net, kicks it right out front. A little bit of a risky pass, but it worked out. And Eichel actually hitting somebody, hits Gaudreau as he hits the red line. Cookies, I'm with you 100%. This is absolutely night country here. Big shot fought away by Gustafsson On goal, I mean, yeah. No, I figured that's what you meant. But yeah, he can't put anything on goal. Theodore trying to do too much. Got a cross check down low that gets missed. Theodore shoots it and saved by Gustafsson. Eichel looking. Carlson trying to get it out front. The puck's loose out front. And why do we have a whistle? Gustafsson sent it it got sent all the way down the ice. I guess we'll see. But man, Vegas just cannot beat Gustafsson right now. And I don't get it. I really don't. Very disappointing playoff performance. Not that I really expected anything different, but damn, y'all. See if I can find anything around here. All right. Oh, shoot. So far, things not looking good for the Golden Boys. That power play was hard to watch, man. We finally get set up. We have time in the zone. We're holding the puck instead of passing, and nobody would shoot. Like, when I say quick passes, it's boom, 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 goal. You know what I mean? We're not holding the puck. The puck is constantly moving. Everybody's head is watching out here so we can move around down low, creating space as the puck's moving and bodies are moving. Boom, across the top of the crease. Okay, well, the top of the crease isn't there. They're making sure to shut that down. Cool, what else we got? But there is no what else we got. It's like, no, that always works, but it's not now, so we're screwed. Apparently, we have one way to enter the zone on a power play. That got old quick. Hanifin keeps it in. Stoney over to Pietrangelo. Back to Stone, who shoots. He hits a body out in front. And Howden just gets dumped in front of the net, but nothing. Like, I know it doesn't matter because our power play sucks, but still, dude, what the hell? Wild, get it out. Resetting. Howden able to get it deep. And the pass back up does not connect. Hanifin not able to keep it in. Pietrangelo all the way back in front of Hilly. Pass all the way up. A good one to Sod. Sod's in there trying to get it to Howden. Howden doesn't win the stick battle. Haig loses the battle. Hartman takes the shot. Goes way off wide out of off a stick. VGK all the way. Mr. Gann, welcome in, buddy. Golden Knights 100%, but we're going to need a miracle here. To be honest, we just need an ounce of puck luck, and our shot will go, and at least one more goal will go in. But we need to make sure, good save, Haley, right there. We need to make sure that they don't score before then. Hurdle dumps it deep. Puck taken around the Minnesota net. Kick back for Faber in the low corner. He gets it out right onto Hurdle's stick at the red line, but Hurdle loses it. It gets back to McNabb. He's going to send it in for an icing. Face off in front of Hill. 3:08 to go in the second period. Shots are 22-14. Minnesota with the 2-1 lead. There, Hartman gets out. Didn't get a whole lot on the shot, but it was tipped. So Hilly got lucky because he had the glove lined up and ended up hitting him in the chest. We're getting plenty of shots. We just needed the back of the net. Exactly. We're too many shots staying at the pad line and lower, and too many shots missing the net. So we're making it like Gustafson's having a great game. He's had a bunch of fantastic saves, but the majority of saves have been not the greatest placement from the Golden Knights. That's like the big one. He had his glove resting on his left pad, and he never saw the puck, but Theodore kept it too low, so it went right in the glove. One of those where Theodore goes corner. Gustafson wouldn't even know it went past him until the buzzer went off for the goal. 2:45 to go in the second. Shots are 22-14 Vegas. Much higher quality coming from Minnesota. Hanifin over to Petro. Back to Hanifin at the point. He throws it down low. Waugh chasing it. He tries to send it around. It's picked up down low by Eichel. Eichel gets it to the point. Pietrangelo throws it down on the net. Gets tipped into the low corner by Carlson. Hanifin sends it around the back of the net. Carlson in a foot race to it. Body battle won by Wild, but Pietrangelo keeps the puck in up high. Eichel going down low. Trying to get it to Hanifin. Good stick Kaprizov to break up that pass. Eichel on the low circle. Goes down to Hanifin. He tries to throw it across the crease. No one there to tip it in. Vegas still controlling. Low point Hanifin. Feeds it to the middle. Eichel trying to make some moves. He gets some separation. He throws it to the low dot. Hanifin tries to squeeze it through. He can't. Pietrangelo keeps it in. Vegas still controlling. Big goal or big stop. Ice is going in one team's way at the end of this. Carlson down below the net to Eichel. Eichel trying to figure it out. They're giving him space. He makes it to the top of the high circle. Pitches it over to Kolasar. Kolasar in the high corner. He circles around the net. He's going to leave it for Pietrangelo. All the way out up top. Puck stopped by Gustafson or hit Carly way out high. Wild finally get it out. And not only that, we got a hand pass to make it even worse. Watch film of Gustafson. He's not great on high blocker side. That's where we need to shoot. Exactly. Thank you. Thank you. Like, here's the thing. The hardest stop is, like, the glove side right past the ear is difficult. But when you're holding a stick and you got your blocker, you're trying to come up here. Well, no matter how you move, it's awkward. Blocker side high is the spot, 100%. And that's like, dude, the way to beat Logan Thompson and Aiden Hill typically is to go over their shoulders. But like, I've been screaming, go for the high corners all season. I've been screaming at the Knights that we need to go for the high corners, but too many times we leave the puck on the ice for an easy blocker save, an easy stick save, or we hit the guy right in the crest. That's the Golden Knights specialty, is either 10 feet over the net or right in the center of the goalie's crest, making it easy on him. Gustafson's going to cover face off inside the Minnesota zone. 53.1 seconds to go. In the second period, shots are 24-14 Golden Knights. Face off, low zone to the right of Gustafson. I meant to say low dot. My bad. Golden Knights, McNabb takes a big ol' hit well after the pass. Minnesota fans are going wild. That was fucking late, dude. It's like the best you could say is it was borderline. But that puck was way gone when McNabb got hit. Stoney has it Center of the point, 15 seconds left. Gets it to Theodore. He throws it to the net. Bouncing puck. The swing goes wide by Wall. Puck in the high corner. We got 5 seconds. We are not going to get it unfrozen. And it is the end of the period. Oh, good grief, guys. It wasn't as late as I thought it was. McNabb just got his ass kicked. To be honest, what it looks like is McNabb thought the wall was closer, because you can see him reaching for the wall as he gets hit. So he thought if he kind of goes back towards the wall, he'd lead into it and get pinched. And it was way further away than he thought. So he ended up just getting blowed up. Good grief, guys. What are we doing? I am not a fan of this, but realistically, that's kind of what I expected. Very disappointed in the physicality from Vegas, which I have been all season. No, you're right, CG. It does. But all season, it's been the same shit and no corrections. So the biggest thing is our mentality is shit. Nah. I wouldn't even give them that. I feel like they've just kind of resigned to the fact that we suck. And so they just kind of, I don't know, man. Minnesota's hungry. We're not. That's about all it comes down to. I don't know, man. Our passing looks terrible. Our defense is dog shit. This is a better game, which isn't saying much. Our power play is 1 for 3. And the first one looked really bad until Theodore scored. But we just can't find the net, dude. We're finally taking shots. But we're just, Gustafson's playing his ass off. Minnesota is playing his ass off, or their asses off. Like, again, talking about it earlier, this isn't the same Minnesota team that it's been for the end of the season and the last little bit. They've got 3 of their best players back. Kaprizov was out for 5 months. You know what I mean? Like, should we be able to beat Minnesota? Absolutely. But it's not like Minnesota is a pushover team that should have been a sweep from the get-go. And that's one of the things, is maybe our guys were just expecting an easier game. And even though they were saying they took Minnesota seriously, they just didn't. You know what I mean? I don't know. I really don't know what the issue is right now. Just been all playoffs been disappointed in the Golden Knights' performance. And draft, okay, understand that this is nothing towards you, CG. I love you, buddy. But you couldn't pay me to give a fuck less about professional football. Like, there is no bigger waste of time, in my opinion, than professional football, dude. I absolutely despise the NFL and have zero interest in watching anything involving them. So I could truly care less about the draft. I could care, like,
or I couldn't care less about the draft. Like, I couldn't care less about Shadur Sanders and Deion Sanders and whatever bullshit's going on. I've seen the occasional thing, but zero give a shit when it comes to that. At this point, I would rather watch like elderly folks curling. And like, to be honest with you, I really don't even care about college football anymore. I was a diehard Miami Hurricanes fan, but football for me has become completely unwatchable, and now, yeah, like, I just don't care. At most, it's funny because, well, it's funny. Come on. Oh, Demi, though, shout out. I didn't even think about it, brother. Shout out to you, Demi, for winning your Minnesota, winning the second period bet, dude. At least something good came out of it. This time we got just over 11 minutes. Dude, these fuckers hit rocks and launch. All of a sudden, you got to go to outer fucking space to get these things. May have a cash job in Seattle for the summer. Nice. 3-hour drive, 2-hour ferry. Nice. Right on, brother. Good shit. Good luck, man. I hope you end up with it. Yeah, that's a bitch. But I mean, if it's worth the money that you'll get, then fuck it. You know what I mean? Yeah, that's true too. Getting away for a week would work too. Oh. This one's a little bigger than I thought it would be. Conservatives win election, man. Hey. And whatever happens, just hope you end up all right. 9 minutes. Yeah. There for the schedule coming up. 4 o'clock is the Maple Leafs and Senators. I will not be here for that game. So yeah, I've been to Seattle. I don't like it, but it is. I like the state, but I'm not a fan of the people. But Maple Leafs and Senators, I will not be here for that game, and
I got to make dinner, man. I got to smoke up a meatloaf, do some potatoes. However, we will be back later for the Stars and the Avalanche. So, I mean, 3 out of 4 ain't bad on a Saturday. I'll take it. And tomorrow, trying to figure out the schedule. Because we're going to have to dual stream a game or two. But 10 a.m. is Winnipeg and St. Louis in St. Louis. So that's one game that I'm not missing. I'm looking forward to that game the same way I was looking forward to Florida and Tampa today. At 12:30 is the Hurricanes and the Devils. So we'll be Libertad still shopping for sure. We do Canadians for Game 4 in Montreal. Looking forward to that one, especially after the way that the first game in Montreal went. Game 3 went. What we got? 7 minutes. Hang on a second. Minnesota guy that moved to Vegas, go wild. Hey, cheers to. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Hang on. What the fuck just happened there? Why did my. Dude, what just happened to my line? But hey, Jinx, cheers, buddy. I mean, you guys are kicking the shit out of us. You're 100% the better team for this playoffs. And, like, you guys, Wild are playing very well. And, we are playing like absolute shit, as well as you guys are doing. We are doing that bad. And CG, no. But we are doing that bad. So, honestly, I see you guys winning this game. Our top line is absolutely useless. And it has, I mean, we've seen more shots out of Mark Stone this game than we've seen in the last 6 months. So when our top line is being completely useless and all of our guys are afraid to make any contact at all whatsoever, we can't expect anything out of the Golden Boys. You know what I mean? You guys are hungry. One of the biggest things is you guys having 3 players back. I was saying it earlier. Kaprizov coming 5 months off of injury. He's fresh. Like, Kaprizov is playing exactly like a guy that you would expect to come in off of 5 months and play like. So shout out to him. He has done his job. You know what I mean? See, those fish, they just jump right up into the air. They hit a rock and go flying. 5 minutes, all right. But I said, if Vegas learns to grow a pair, maybe if we go down 3-1 and we go back to Vegas, the Knights will be pissed off. Yeah, jinx it. And we're doing good, or we will lose for sure. I've learned in hockey it's not over to the last horn. You're 100% right, man. You're 100% right. And, of course, Vegas has a shot to come back. Wild have a shot to go up 7-1. You know what I mean? Especially in the playoffs. This is like hockey. So anything can happen at any moment. The greatest example of that is the Edmonton Oilers against the LA Kings, their first game. Because that was absolute insanity. Photos of your cooking, dude. I do from time to time, CG. I always I show off my ribs and my steaks and all that stuff. But the one thing that may change is the Golden Knights talking about or coming out and deciding to do what Montreal and Tampa did. I kind of expected it. Okay, I lie. I was kind of hoping for it. And fuck, dude, I gotta stop looking up because I keep losing my thought. I was hoping that the Golden Knights would come out the way that Montreal did against Washington. Just saying, fuck it, hit everything, get into fights, who cares? Or the way that Tampa responded to Florida today. of course, hitting everything. Who cares? Starting shit after the whistle, trying to start fights, trying to piss off the other side. Now, granted, most of Minnesota is pretty level-headed, but never know how long that'll last. But they're a team that you never know when they're going to get pissed off and really start going at you. Well, Vegas needs to find out, because I'm sick of this. And so, no matter what's going on, if the Golden Knights don't start hitting the shit out of people, then the Golden Knights are going to be... They're in danger. Appreciate your commentary. Don't have access to the game at the moment. Hey, cheers, Jinx. I'm not the best with the Wild in the name, so the play-by-play gets a little sloppy, but do my best to at least point out the good and bad of both sides. And like I said, you guys, this isn't a physical... Honestly irritates me, because that's the kind of hockey that I like to watch, right? And so it has been irritating as hell. We're not control. I'm going to sound like a broken record after the last game, but you set the pace or you set the tone. Minnesota is out skating us. So what do? You set the tone. You start hitting people. What does Vegas do? They jump out of the way of all contact in the hopes that they don't break a fucking nail. Sorry. I should be better about my swearing. But, like I said, I'm very disappointed in the Golden Knights. Just the performance. Their performance all season has pissed me off. They look dejected. Even when we won the first game, we didn't look good. Our mentality is not go, 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 go. What's the word I'm looking for? Mope off the ice. We just drag our skates as we get off the ice, and we hang our heads when we miss a shot. All this shit that we cannot be doing. Oh, that's been gone. See, the thing is, DeBoer killed the misfit mentality. He nipped the nuts off of the Golden Knights, and it hasn't been the same since. We have not been the same since. And it's fucking... It's okay, sorry. I just said I gotta watch the swearing. But it's sad. It's getting sad watching the Golden Knights just seem to get worse and worse as the playoffs go on. And I know they care, but they don't look like they care. And really, that's been the irritating part all season about the Golden Knights, is that they constantly look dejected. They constantly look like, oh, well, we're getting paid. I guess we'll be here tomorrow. And that's the mentality that's pissing off everybody. All right. So let's take a look again. I think I got halfway through and then started going on a rant. But St. Louis and Winnipeg in St. Louis tomorrow at 10 a.m. We will be here. The Florida-Tampa game was fun earlier today, so we're absolutely doing that again. Hurricanes and the Devils at 12:30. We'll see how that goes. I saw actually Real Cigarettes in the USA. What's your brand? I do rollies with Wild Horse. 3:30 is the Capitals and the Canadiens in Montreal. We are not missing that. So we may miss a game or two. Well, we may miss a game tomorrow. We may skip out on Carolina at New Jersey. No guarantees. We'll have to see. May be here, may not. But we will be here for the other three games. Really, really looking forward to Winnipeg, St. Louis. Hurricanes and Devils will probably be the one we skip out, because I cannot miss Washington, Montreal, and Kings and Oilers have been absolutely fantastic. You couldn't have told, it's funny. If someone told me I will enjoy watching Edmonton and LA, I would laugh. But as we're getting through the series, it has been fantastic. You never know what the hell is about to happen, especially that game one third period finish. It's insane. To get a half wild, half nice jersey so I can properly represent. Don't get me wrong. You're going to get. You may get an odd look or two, but I absolutely. Dude, I'm 100% for it. But you are going to get booed and. Of course, it's all in good fun. People will have fun. Half the people, a lot of people are going to give you the side eye. But, I mean, no, half and half is forever whoever wants to wear it, in my opinion. Like, you do you, you know what I mean? But you will get an odd look or two. Puck up ahead. Vegas gets it into the zone. Yeah. Shot. Dude, puck's up close. Or Vegas can't. Sorry. I just absolutely got tongue-tied right there trying to figure out what the hell was happening. Vegas resetting from their own zone. Pietrangelo up the high wall. Who is that? Puck up front, and Stoney ends up catching the puck to the face, and he is doubled over. That is not good. Living for sure. Yeah. A bad fan since the North Stars. Now live in Vegas. You got to remember to stay right. Yeah. No, Jinx, like I said, you do you, man. Oh, Mark Stone is cut open. It was a high stick. I thought it was the puck. That was a high stick. It better be a double minor because Stone definitely got hit in the face by Byam's stick. Oh, his whole left side of his face is bleeding. And they're looking at it. So this is absolutely a 4-minute double minor. This is huge. But Stoney needs to be on the ice. He cannot be going back to get stitched up right now. We need him to be on the ice. Fucking bastard. We need to have the power play of a lifetime, and Stoney's not on the ice. Eichel. Pass the puck more. There we go. Wall. Back to Eichel. He skates up. Shoots. Goes wide. Looks like it went off the face of one of the Minnesota players who's down now. Middleton goes off the ice. Theodore across the red. Wall loses it, and Minnesota oh my God, we just got lucky as shit, dude. Come on. With this power play. Hopefully Stoney's getting stitched up quick as fuck, and he's going to... Sorry. I keep wanting not to drop bombs so I don't get shit for that from YouTube, but it's kind of hard not to. Theodore resetting. Pietrangelo gets it in. Gets it deep, but of course the Wild are there to send it back. Carlson charging in.
He leaves it to Riley Smith, leaves it to Pietrangelo, who cannot handle the puck, and it goes offsides. Vegas across their own blue, across the red. Barbashev into the zone. Puck gets down into the corner. I think Saad chasing it. Saad just gets taken down. The hell was that? He put the stick behind his legs, grabbed him up top, and just pushed him over his stick. Our power play is shit, and with Mark Stone, it's double. Without Mark Stone, it's double shit. Best power play for first or second best power play, best road power play, and now we suck. Theodore all the way down. He tries to come across and get a backhand, but Minnesota's going to take it from him. And what do you know? They clear again. Minute 20 to go on the double minor. And I don't think Vegas has a shot on net. They've been in the zone under control once. Hurdle finally gets it. He gets it up to Eichel. Eichel back to the point. Theodore tosses it to Dorofeyev. From the high circle, Dorofeyev shoots, and he saved Gustafsson. Another save, score! Nick Wall with the goal! Whoop, sorry. Wait for it. Hang on. Scoring for your Golden Knights with his first of the playoffs. And a power play goal. Number 10, Nicholas Waugh. With an assist from number 48, Thomas Hurdle. And a secondary assist from number 16, Pavel Dorofeyev. Howden just put a shot on goal that Gustafsson made another good stop. Kolasar, get it up the wall. Tries to kick it down low where there's no help. Barbashev presses. Puck comes out. Minnesota Wild. Cross the red. Puck tipped in. Pietrangelo, good pressure. Howden gets it, kicks it back to Pietrangelo as he heads in, loses the puck actually. It looked like he was going to take a shot. Nothing. We don't
We talk usually after the game. And offsides on. Oh, who was that? Brad Zoe. It's like, I don't usually talk to Bob's mid-game. We might say a couple words here and there, but not right now. So I got nothing. He did not have possession. Yeah, that right there, these commentators right there are the problem with the referees. They say it was a close call. Well, if it's a close call, then let it go. You can review it later. And that's horseshit. That's not how it goes. You make a call on the ice. The problem isn't with refs being wrong. It's with refs being inconsistent and not having accountability. If they're wrong on the play, they should be interviewed later. If they're right on the play, they should be rewarded. But what he just said was that was a close call. If you're not sure, then don't blow the whistle. Let it play out. And what do you know? He just goes back and looks at it and says, that's a good call. So, yeah, if you're not sure, don't make a call. You can go back and review it. And then he goes and looks and like, oh, no, that's a good call. So what? Should we not call anything ever and we can review everything, all stoppages, all penalties? Sorry, I hate that mentality, man. Especially on a play where the ref made the right call. Wild have it in the Vegas zone. Eichel able to tip it out. Dorofeyev punches it ahead. He's going against Middleton down low. Theodore fighting with his stick. He's so afraid of the puck popping up on him. He's sitting here doing this with his head back and his body back, trying to do have a stick battle on the boards one-handed. Dorofeyev couldn't quite feed Eichel. It was close. Eichel protects the puck down low. He gets it up to the high point. Shot goes over the net. Carlson trying to kick it back. Good little bounce off the net, buy some time. Dorofeyev putting pressure on, but the Wild are going to come out with it. Boldy works his way up the low wall. He tosses it down deep. Kaprizov in the high corner. Up to the high point. Down to the low dot. Shot. Hilly makes the save. Wild still have it below the net. Pietrangelo kicks it up, and they're going to get it out as the defenseman for the Wild went for the change. Stoney gets it back to Howden. That should have been a trip. Up to Stoney. A quick turning shot, and I love it. Keep firing, Captain. It is. Absolutely, Demi. Hurdle all the way down around the net. Back to the high dot. Kicks it to Stone at the point. Stone goes down to the dot. Shot hits the outside by Whitecloud. Why is Stoney at the point and Whitecloud down low? Stoney gets the puck up to Hurdle. Hurdle needs to make a decision, but then Barbashev ends up getting dragged offside, so he couldn't dump it. Dude, Riley chasing the puck down, putting pressure on. I love it. Riley Smith, you boss. Puck comes out anyway, back into the Vegas zone. Theodore misplays it. Gives the puck to the Wild in the Vegas zone. Good battle by Wall to get it out. Saad at the red line. He dumps it deep. Riley chasing it as it's played by Gustafsson. The Wild get it out. Puck across the red line. It's going deep in the Vegas zone. Theodore. McNabb down low to play it. McNabb gets it up the low wall. Over the wall. Wall gets it up to Saad. Saad taps it back for Kolasar, and even though it got in the zone, it comes right back out, and a whiff on the pass over from Hannafin. Good grief. Vegas tips it in. Puck back behind Gustafsson. Up the high wall. Out to the middle to Pietrangelo. Puck goes deep behind Hill. It's Eichel across the red line. Stoney on his side. He picks it back. Big shot. Gustafsson saves it as it hits him in the crest. And now you've got Pietrangelo going at it with Eriksson Ek. Into the high corner. Perfect time to hit the head if you got to take a minute. We are at a commercial break with 10:06 to go in the third. BRB. Wait, what just happened? Seriously? What the, I see what happens when I take a piss. I come into a puck going off a Hurdle's body. Holy shit, guys. Why do I always leave at the worst possible time? I was gone for a minute, a literal minute. Scoring for your Vegas Golden Knights with his third of the playoffs, number 48, Thomas Hurdle. With an assist from your captain, number 61, Mark Stone. And a secondary assist by number 3, Braden McNabb. All right, Minnesota just scored, but it looked like the refs were talking. Hilly was complaining. Let's see what happened. How about the goalie interference on Kaprizov? That is goaltender interference. Yep. Dude, that has to be goaltender interference. I'm sorry. If they say Shea Theodore pushed him, that's horseshit. That's goaltender interference on Kaprizov. And it didn't get challenged. Unfucking believable. I disagree with that 100%. Why? Because they knew exactly what we both know. It's not going our way anyway. No need to be. They said no need to be LA and do that. That's. I'm sorry. Yeah. Now here we go. Beat Hilly. Nope. And he kicks it out. What a job by Aiden Hill. Holy shit, his Trenton just came in and I can't believe he didn't score. I'm arguing that every day of the week. Kaprizov interfered with Aiden Hill. I don't like that call one bit. Smoke missed so much. That was goaltender interference on Kaprizov, and it didn't get challenged. That's my opinion. But because Vegas isn't going to win it, and it's not worth the risk of losing it and giving Minnesota a power play when it's a tie game, which is exactly what Edmond did or LA did for Edmonton yesterday. Like it's Like I said, it's like last night. Kane's goal, as much as people want to say that he didn't get it with the stick, I think he did. It was a good goal. And LA challenged it. And then they gave up a power play goal like 9 seconds later. I'm happy I get a break after this, because if I had to watch this performance by Vegas and then go right into another game, I'm not going to lie, I'd be a little dejected. So, but good save, Hilly. He keeps moving, so he kind of has to kick it out. And luckily, the rebound, since Hannafin almost pushed him in. Hill makes the save on the shot from the point. Shot from just above the baseline doesn't connect either. Now Minnesota is fired up, and you could expect a wild control. Vegas gets it out and up the ice. Cross red. Into wild zone. He leaves it back for Haig. Haig's going to go down and send it lower. Hurdle tries to get it out front to Howden. They don't connect. Brooke said, yeah, that's a pain in the ass. Yeah, that was probably should have been a trip, but no trip. I'd like to see it. Obviously, the fans are pissed, but who cares? Eichel shoots, and it goes up and out of play. Let's take a look at that. They've got to show the replay, because obviously the fans are pissed, but Stoney's like, what? So let's see. That's what I thought. His stick was nowhere near the skates. He just kind of fell over. Yes, thank you, commentators. It looks like you can say a truthful word every now and then, because that sure as shit was not a penalty. Theodore gets the pass up the point. Gets it down deep. Carlson gets it out front, and Dorofeyev can't win the stick fight to get it in the net. From behind the net, another swing and a miss. They can't connect in front of the crease. Theodore reset from his own zone. Oh, no, it should be called more often. There ain't no joke about it. Fucking Marchment should have 4 embellishment penalties for Dallas right now. I've been sick of it. All playoffs. And the only embellishment that gets called is when Barbashev gets his knees taken out. It's the most obnoxious embellishment call in a long time that I've seen. Hilly sends it off. Pietrangelo able to get it up. Finally. No. Riley Smith down low. Puck in the low corner of the Minnesota zone. Vegas gets it out. Pietrangelo across the point. Shot at the net. Looks like it hit a body up high. Barbashev sends it down low. Nobody down behind the net. Puck still in. Puck still in. Good job, Vegas, battling at the blue line. Now Minnesota's going to get it out now, but at least we're doing this. The Kings love diving too. Racist fan. Rocks. Yeah, no, I've got to be honest with you. You're 100% right. Like I said, the worst that I've seen is Dallas. Dallas, if you go anywhere near them, if they feel any pressure, they flop, and they mostly get the calls. So today, are they cooked in your opinion? Oh, yeah. No, because they haven't changed anything in 3 games. So we can't stop Minnesota from scoring because our defense is so bad. and we're not changing anything. So yeah, we lose this game, we're done, and Minnesota's going to win it in Vegas. And it kills me to say it, but we just don't look good. Carlson charging in, gets the puck down low behind the net, takes a bump, sticks with it, tries to get it to Dorofeyev. He kicks it out to the low corner. Puck's going to come all the way around and out. McNabb back. That should be an icing, and it is. 4:29 to go in the third period. Shots 32-23 Vegas, and we are tied at 3. But yeah, I think it was game 1. It might have been game 2, but Marchman got kind of pushed right here and went flopping like he got shot in the face, and that was obnoxious. That is still the worst one. Go Wild, Dan Cardi. Hey, buddy, cheers. Vegas Age is starting to show. Absolutely. Our mentality is trash. Like, all season, we've had the same problems. We don't show up to the game on time. We decide to start playing about halfway through the second period. We cannot play for 60 minutes. Like, we struggle to play for an entire period, let alone 60 minutes. And then our defensemen are taking all the shots. Meanwhile, they're not playing defense. Like, Shea Theodore has cost us 4 goals. Oh, puck gets up front. Gustafsson somehow ends up on top of it. Riley Smith could not beat the pad. Face off in the Vegas zone. Good Lord. Hey, man, for the shout out. Much appreciated. Hell yeah, buddy. I appreciate you stopping by, man. Like, we ain't got to be on the same side to enjoy watching a game together. You know what I mean? Like, right now, the biggest thing is going to be both sides staying out of the cup. Or, sorry, I just read your... Both sides staying out of the box, which the refs don't seem to be wanting to whistle much, which is fine as long as it doesn't get too egregious. Wild need a cup. Hey, true. Who's your cup winner this year? You have the Canes. I honestly, I think it's going to be Winnipeg, Washington, and then Washington wins it. Just because Hellebuck's going to be burnt out by that point. It really, but sidebar, that changes with Logan Thompson being hurt. With the Wild having Lindgren and also Montembeault being out for Montreal, I have no idea how that series is going to go now. That just threw a wrench into everything for me. But I think, like, I don't think anybody's beaten LA until they get to playing Winnipeg. I do think that's going to be who comes out of the West is LA versus Winnipeg. Winnipeg wins it. Now again, Hellebuck burns out. The Jets burn out. That's been their problem for the last 5 years. So, that being said, if it ends up being Winnipeg, LA, and Winnipeg has long series, they're in trouble. As an Oilers fan, we won't win this year because we know how bad I had the injury bugs. But yeah, CG, you think as from the West, it's definitely possible. Wild Stanley Cup champs 2025. Hey man, I love the love for the team. That's all I can say. And hey, the biggest advantage for the Wild is that not everybody was healthy towards the back half of the season. So nobody has seen a proper Wild team until we started this series. And the guys that have been hurt have come back like incredible. Kaprizov has been doing great. Boldy has been astounding. Gustafsson has been doing his job. Wall into the zone, takes a shot, and his stick breaks. He's just going to go try to hit Zuccarello, who dodges him. Riley Smith ends up with the puck in neutral. Petrangelo fires it in. And Gustafsson plays it over to the low corner. Oh, a big stick. Hurdle trying to get up, and he ends up going down. Big play, Tomas Hurdle. Unfortunate ending to that one for the Golden Knights. Zuccarello comes up, makes the pass to the middle. Hilly swipes it off to the side. Back up to the high point, down to the low point. Wild controlling in the Vegas zone. Back up the low wall to the point. Big shot. Goes well wide of the net, and the net is off. So we have a stoppage. Net coming off a lot in this game, unfortunately. But, racist fan, was it? Oh, yeah. For the Canes winning it, the Canes have looked great against New Jersey. There's only one thing you have to consider about that. It's New Jersey. Right? So you can't, like, as much of a read as you can get off of the Hurricanes, they are also playing the Devils. You know what I mean? So it'll be interesting. They should make it out from New Jersey, no problem. And it'll be interesting to see how they go from there. Stoney has lost the puck at the low point. Battle down low. Haig. I've got to get the roster for Minnesota back up. I don't have everybody's name on here. Who is that? That has to be the Stars. Are going to be scary. Yeah. But it's nice for me, baby. Yeah. Like I said, it's all nights always, but I also have this bullshit attribute that doesn't allow me to close my eyes to reality. So Minnesota's going to win the series. But I do see the Avs beating the Stars. Depending on how the referees go, because there's been a lot of missed calls both ways in that game. Puck in the middle. Eichel takes a quick shot. Doesn't get it. All the way back. 90 seconds to go in the game. Shots at 35-23. Tied up at 3. Vegas gets the puck deep. Wild send it back out. And we're going the other way. Pietrangelo gets the loose puck through neutral. Wild dumps it deep. 1:10 to go. You think wins this game? Minnesota. Like, the reality is that the Golden Knights are not playing well enough to win these games. And Minnesota is 10 times hungrier than the Golden Knights are. So Vegas really doesn't deserve to win the game. You know what I mean? Like, I do see the Wild beating the Knights. Dan, absolutely. I 100% do. And it's a combination. The Wild are playing extremely well. Gustafsson is playing very well. The Golden Knights defense is imaginary. It doesn't exist. It's there it goes. And if we're not going to play defense against Zuccarello and Kaprizov and all these guys that have the ability to score, Boldy, then we're shit out of luck. And that's exactly what it's been. We have just played so poorly on defense that there has been zero hope. Because, I mean, dude, we're scoring 2-3 goals a game. That usually keeps you in a game. But when you can't stop them, and again, Shea Theodore is responsible for 4 games. 4 goals. He is directly responsible for 3 goals in game 2 and 1 goal in game 3. So if we didn't have Shea Theodore handing them everything, it would be even easier. Or it'd probably be even a better series. Minnesota storming in 10 seconds. Kaprizov trying to go around the net. He's trying to get it out high, but good pressure by Eichel separates him and the puck. And the shot misses. Going back the other way. And we are in overtime. Brian, sorry about not saying your name, Brian, but Brian. Golden Knights really hurt by injuries. Minnesota isn't a great team. I'd assume the Vegas would win. Well, see, the assumption that Vegas would win isn't wrong. Your assumption that Minnesota isn't a great team is what's wrong. And I was talking about it earlier. Minnesota Wild, Kaprizov didn't play for like the last 5 months of the season. They had 3 of their best players out for most of the back end of the season. The team you were watching was not the team that was coming to the playoffs because everybody's healthy. right? So it's not that the Knights are hurt by injuries. It's that Minnesota isn't hurt by injuries the way they were for a big chunk of the season. And so that, and like Kaprizov, he's fresh as shit. He didn't play the back end of the season, right? So he's coming in playing like a guy who has all the energy in the world. That's a huge advantage when he's such a good player. Now, on top of that, again, it's not that we're hurt by injuries. We are hurt by decision making. Mark Stone, for some reason, has refused to shoot the puck until today. Finally, he's got some shots on goal, but he has been useless. Jack Eichel has been non-existent. Barbashev isn't hitting people the way that he did the last 2 years. Dorofeyev can't find an empty slot in the goal past Gustafsson if you gave him a million shots. Shea Theodore is a waste, and I've hated him for years, but he is I mean, last game, he stood a foot in front of Aiden Hill as a shot was coming in and reached out and tipped it. You know what I mean? Move, an NHL move. Yeah, I mean, the big thing, like, the biggest thing about the Golden Knights is management likes to decide who their Golden Boys are and stick with them, no matter how they're playing. And I can prove it because, as I've said many times on this channel, last year there was a 15-game stretch where Aiden Hill played 13 games, Logan Thompson played 2. LT gave up like 2 goals and won both games. He gave up 1 in each game and won both games. Aiden Hill gave up 3 or more games in all 13 games in a row. And they kept playing Aiden Hill. And then as they got to playoffs, it was like, all right, LT, go ahead. Which LT and Aiden Hill, Logan Thompson and Aiden Hill should have been the best duo in hockey, but the Golden Knights refused to use them the way that they should have. And then Aiden Hill asked to leave, right? We are just... Pietrangelo needs to go away. Shea Theodore needs to go away. Get Ben Hutton starting on defense. Nick Hague not having a great postseason. Like, most of the guys just aren't playing great. Loves Hill because of the cup run. You're right. And this is the thing. My honest opinion on it is Logan Thompson would have done the same thing if he didn't get hurt. And I truly believe that. And so you could have had the best hockey. You could have had the best goalie duo in all of hockey. And instead, they get rid of Logan Hill asked to leave. And like I said, they didn't have to do that. They should have been alternating them all season. It's stupid not to. But that's just like Shea Theodore. He is our prize defenseman, no matter how bad he plays. Alex Pietrangelo having the best year he's had since we picked him up. And he's still not worth it, but he's the golden boy. Like, that's our best defenseman. He gets all the minutes in the world. And it's annoying as hell. And I really don't get the decision making, but something that Cassidy said last year, the Golden Knights coach said last year, is he said multiple times or he said at least once on camera, that he's doing the best he can with what he's given, which to me says that Cassidy doesn't choose who plays, the management does. And that annoys the hell out of me. I don't know why he went off waivers. He doesn't fit the system. I don't know. Races, I have zero idea for you, bud. And I wish I had something better to say, but I mean, I've got nothing. I don't understand any decisions that management has made. I'm not understanding a lot of the decisions that the players are making just in the way of their puck possession and their pass. Like, I cannot figure this team out. It irritates the shit out of me. I did just realize I never put on my Golden Knights jersey, and that's the lucky jersey. So I'm going to run out real quick. I'm going to take care of a couple things while we wait for this intermission, and then I'm going to come back rocking the Stoney jersey. Brightest ticket to Edmonton? I wouldn't be surprised at this point. But hey, guys, while this intermission counts down, I just need to take quick minutes, get a couple things ready. I got to cook up dinner after this, so gonna take a couple of minutes. We'll be back for the start of overtime. Don't you worry about that. I have the timer up. I can't remember if I started it or not, but hopefully that'll let you know when we're back. But gonna take a couple of minutes, and we'll see how we do in overtime.
We are live in overtime. I may be behind, but I'm not going to look at the scoreboard because I don't, or I know I'm behind, so. I got to try not to look too much at chat as well. Because I'm going to be the last one here to know what's going on with the game. Minnesota across the red line into the zone. Hilly to play it. He leaves it for McNabb. And I want to say that was Stoney. Ends up icing it. Damn it. Not the way we want to start the first 45 seconds of the game. Oh, boy. Wild win the face-off. Good pressure by Saad. Gets the puck away. And we're back in the Wild zone. Brandon Saad was a great pickup. We're going back the other way. Hilly's going to stop it behind his own net as Pietrangelo gets it up to Hurdle. Hurdle kicks it back to Hannafin. Hannafin into the zone. Big shot. Good save, Gustafsson. Rebound comes out off a Wild stick, off a Saad stick. Wild headed back the other way. Zuccarello throws it across the ice. Big save, Aiden Hill. Holy cow. Big plays back and forth. Hilly sends it to Pietrangelo up the wall. Vegas has it. Stoney into the zone. Forces it past Hannafin. It goes off his stick. That was a great opportunity for Noah Hannafin, and he can't corral the puck. Wild headed back the other way, all the way across to the top circle. Good pressure stops the attempt from Zuccarello. Oh, man. For the good guys. Riley Smith. I'll take Riley Smith. Probably should take Hurdle, but I just want to see them do something. I want to see that line do something. This line. Bugwood works its way back behind the net, up the low wall, back down. Can't quite keep it on the sticks. We're in trouble. Haig lost it down low. We can't get it out. Puck finally goes back into the Minnesota zone. Minnesota in. Shot misses. Fighting for the puck behind the net. He gets it clean. Shot out front. It's stopped. Good block. I'm not sure who got down to stop that one. Puck up high all the way around. This long change is going to kill us, man. Because we are struggling to get the puck back in our zone. Wild get it to the point. Shot down. Howden can't play the puck. White Cloud might have just gotten away with the slashing. And there is a pile of bodies on top of the puck right now. Yeah, I'm sure that's coming. Oh, that's okay. It said body. And you mean you're calling out Boldy for the Wild and Theodore for the Golden Knights? I like those calls, racist fan. I like those calls. I'm not going to lie. The way it says Wild Body VGK Theodore, I thought you were telling me like Theodore just got it, like just got bodied, and I was waiting for him to get hit. But no, I like those. I do like those.
16:18 to go in the first overtime. Shots are 36-25 Vegas. Minnesota trying to make the lead or series 3-1. While VGK hope to go home tied at 2. Face off to the left of Hill. This is where Hilly's going to have to shine and make some stops that no one expects him to. Good pressure all the way down. Knights not quite able to keep it in. McNabb throws it down and around. Gustafsson slows it down. Come on. Dude, you got to stop going at these people in chat for making a decision. Like, I know you're doing your thing, but no, that's totally fine to do. And especially when you pick Boldy, like, that's the most likely option out of everything that could happen is Boldy wins it for Minnesota. Oh, what was that hit on Carlson at the blue line? McNabb working it out. Gets to Carlson. He kind of loses a step but dumps it deep. Gustafsson taps it back, and Minnesota are going to go the other way. Vegas not setting up at all in the Minnesota zone. Bogosian sends it down. Pietrangelo leaves it back for Hanifin. That was actually a pretty good play. Pietrangelo back to Hanifin. And the Knights have some space. Puck being worked up by Vegas. Saad has it in the Minnesota zone. He kicks it up to Hurdle. Hurdle throws it down. Ended up going off of Middleton, and the puck goes up out of play. Middleton has been getting his ass kicked a little bit. Fan 17 back. Harmon even choose an opponent playing OT. Well, what is it? They came in say, I mean, but if you're not a fan of what yeah, no. Anybody can make any guess that they want at any time. If you believe in that for CG, then that's your belief, man. But I don't believe that. I don't believe in that. Like, I believe, like, commentators curse and stuff like that, but just guessing on who would win or who would be the goal winner, that's like, you know what I mean? Like I said, dude, I got nothing to say to you if that's how you feel about it, but I definitely don't. Puck up high, McNabb shoots. Tip goes wide, and that should have been a penalty. I think that was Kolasar just caught a high stick. I want to see that again. Vegas back in. Shot gets stopped out high. McNabb kicks it back to Theodore. Theodore up to Howden. Howden trying to get in. He kicks it over to Dorofeyev. Howden coming around the back of the net, and he loses his feet as he goes for the backhand wraparound. Gets right back up and starts battling, though. And the Wild head out into neutral. I believe whenever something bad happens, it gets a home run. Huh? I'm not sure how to take that. I'm not gonna lie. If the Wild is what you want, good on you. He's sitting out and Pearson's in. course you think it's a good no call. This is the Minnesota feed. I hate that I got to watch the Minnesota feed. And then Eichel, instead of kicking it to the low point where he has help, he has to take it all the way back behind Hilly. Word. I say, like, played baseball for a long time, was a big fan a long time ago, but I haven't paid attention to baseball in many, many, many years. So I absolutely did miss that. 12:27 to go in first overtime. Shots are 36-26. Golden Knights. Wild win the faceoff to the right of Hill. Throwing it towards the net. It hits a stick. Goes up out of play. Rigo on the faceoff in the Vegas zone. Yeah, I did. Not rooting for an L2. Yeah, no, right, Demi? No, you made a good call in the second period. It's like I told you, bro. I'm a fan, but I also have common sense. So I got no hate for you throwing down on Minnesota to win. I'm glad you got the dub on that. Barbie shoots. Goes wide. Think Gustafsson got a blocker on it. Minnesota head back the other way. Boldy into the zone. He has a step. Spins around, leaves. I don't know what just happened. How do you leave old boy wide open to go at Aiden Hill? Aiden Hill ends up stopping it. But Eriksson Ek just wide open, charging the net because everybody's so worried about Kaprizov. And Wall ends up putting him down, but that's Hannafin. That little bit on Hannafin, a little bit on Wall. Been a great game since the second? Yeah, it has. I can't. They called Nick Wall for, I'm guessing, a tripping. So there goes the game, dude. Minnesota just won. They're not gonna call the high stick on Kolasar, but they'll call that guy right there. Damn it, dude. I don't understand why the Golden Knights can't go into the corner. I really don't. Face off to the right of Hill. Vegas tries to send it. They can't get it through the bodies. Battle on the high boards. Spurgeon down to the low point. Boldy either missed or fought off by Hill, but Vegas able to somewhat get it deep. I think it might have actually hit a referee right there and slowed it down, but doesn't matter. It goes all the way back into the deep Minnesota zone. Spurgeon heading out. Up to Kaprizov into the zone. Watch the top. Crash back. There you go. Good play to force a bad bounce off the backboards. Minnesota back in their own zone again. 40 seconds gone on the power play. Into the Vegas zone. Up to the high point. Kaprizov all the way down to Boldy on the low wall. He pushes it down to the corner. Zuccarello sends it all the way down and around to Spurgeon. Back to Kaprizov at the high point. He's going to toss it to Zuccarello at the low dot. Nothing going for him. He cycles back up top. and hits Riley Smith with it. Wild still controlling. McNabb just tripped over the baseline. Somebody get back. Clear out the front of the net, please. And that's exactly why. Thankfully, Minnesota misses. And all the way back to their zone with 35 seconds on the power play. Puck up mid-change. Eichel can't hold on to the loose puck. He does that time, and he's going to skate it out and send it back down. Right on Gustafsson. Kicks it over to Faber. And now Minnesota back from their own blue line. Cross the red. Into the zone with 15 seconds on the power play. Kicks it all the way around. Puck coming up. Hartman off the low wall. Sends it to the net. Hits bodies. Rossi gets it out of the low corner. Up to Faber. Across to the high point. Broden. Faber. Down to low point. Rossi. Or low dot. Big save. Aiden Hill. And we are at even strength. Haig kind of gets taken down as he gets the puck up and out of the zone. And we don't go deep. We're going to get a little bit of a change, though. Stoney gets it. He only got it halfway. Thought he was going to get it deep, but he does not. Wild. Lose it. Dorofeyev kicks it down low into the Minnesota zone. Wild coming back out. Good back check by Dorofeyev. Causes the turnover at the blue line. Another good stick by the Wild, though. Kicks it up ahead. Hartman just having a great game this game. That's about all there is to it. McNabb has it. He's going to dump it deep. Looks like most of the Knights are going for a change. Gustafsson bumps it to the corner, and now the Wild going back the other way. Hannafin behind the Vegas net sends it around the low wall. Barbie kicks it in deep, right on Gustafsson. Gustafsson gloves it, and we get a face-off in the Wild zone. 8:27 to go in overtime. And if we do go to second overtime, I'll be gone for another minute as I try and... I don't even know if I'll be able to make the meatloaf that fast. But I gotta cook, man. It's gonna be... I don't want it to be 8 o'clock when we eat. I'm already late. I was hoping to start about 3:30, and that didn't happen. So let's hurry up and get a Golden Knights win in overtime so we go back to Vegas happy and ready to go. Then the fuck? I gotta start flipping around at during intermissions because I start seeing stuff I don't even really know how to explain. Anyway. Really hoping this happens quick for the Golden Knights. Like I said, being a little bit selfish. I want to go make my food. But depending on what happens in overtime or in this overtime, got to kind of see what my plan is because I may be late coming back. I got to get that done. Like I said, I don't. Let's not even plan that far though. Let's hurry up, get a VGK goal. 8:27 to go. I know I said that already, but damn it, I don't know what else to do. I don't know what to do with my hands. Shots are 40-30 Golden Knights. At least we finally hit our shot potential. Gustafsson plays it up the low wall. Battle happening. Wild get it out. Cross the red line. Petrangelo swats it down. And we're going to get a hand pass. More stoppages. Gotta see if these guys are still alive, because I think I missed it. I did miss it. Damn. That's a shame. Vegas gets the puck across their own blue, across the red, into the zone. Carlson along the low wall takes a shot, knocked away by Gustafsson. Vegas gets it again in their own zone. All the way up. Dorofeyev dumps it deep. Looks like we're getting some changes. Carlson stays in. Reflex edits. Hey, cheers, buddy. I'm not on your side, but that's all right. McNabb crossed the red line. He chucks it down. Gustafsson lightly taps it away. Saad down low, fighting. Hurdle leaves it back. Stoney cycling to the top. He throws it on net. Puck comes through the body. Saad fighting for it. And Gustafsson's able to cover. Man, shout out to Gustafsson, man. Seriously. Hopefully, like, Aiden Hill has been on point as well, for sure. And I'm really hoping Aiden Hill is going to beat out Gustafsson here, because Hilly's shot ends up hitting bodies. It's Spurgeon and Saad fighting in front of the net. And it ends up, I guess it actually made it through. Yeah, it made it through, gets off Gustafsson, hits the Spurgeon Saad rumble in the front and bounced back on him. He did good to cover it up while Saad could not connect. Vegas wins the face-off, and they're calling it. Minnesota through neutral. All the way down and around. Hannafin's going to be late getting there. Big shot. Zuccarello stopped. More bodies in front of the net. Stop the puck. Riley trying to get it out. He can't. Tries again. Who's that? Wall was able to fight it out. Petrangelo across. He goes back to Wall. Wall tries to throw it at the net, and the stick takes him out. And now we are 2-on-1 against Nick Hague. Big glove save, Aiden Hill. And Barbashev. Dude, don't you, don't you dare call a penalty. He was sitting there punching Barbashev. Barbashev got sick of it and hit him back. If Wall would have just one time did, it'd have been fine. Who do I think will win? Ottawa, Toronto? Toronto. I'm taking Toronto for the sweep. What do you think, Reflex? Vegas comes out of the zone after the face-off to the left of Hilly. All the way down, Middleton and Hurdle. And the Minnesota Wild are going to end up coming away with it. Cross neutral, dumping it deep. Chasing it back down. Hague tries to send it up the high wall. It's cut off by the Wild. Hurdle going to get there first? No, he does not. Whitecloud ends up swatting the puck out of the air. Hague trying to make a backhand play up the ice. He does. Across the red line. Wild right back in. Puck all the way down low. Hurdle fighting with it. Whitecloud backhands it to Saad. Saad taps it and gets it out of the zone. A misplay by the Wild, but they recover.
Stoney almost made a fantastic play. Vegas dumps it deep and goes for the change. Under 5.5 to go in the first overtime. Shots are 42-32 Vegas. Puck across the Vegas blue line. Hilly settles it for Theodore. Kicks it back. McNabb up the ice. Kolasar taps it, but Wild get it in neutral. End up giving it up to Kolasar, and Kolasar not paying attention at all, just gets the puck taken away from him. No problem. Puck back out, and we're going to have an icing on the Vegas Golden Knights. 4:55 to go in overtime number 1. Word reflex. And then I'm also taking Colorado to beat Dallas tonight. Which I'll be back here for the Colorado-Dallas game. I just won't be here for Toronto-Ottawa. I was planning on it. It just didn't work out. I got to make some food. Puck all the way around, back towards the net. Up into the high corner. Vegas trying to send it around. Vegas does get it out. Come on, guys. Kolasar goes for a change. Pearson chases the puck. 3-on-1. Pearson ends up getting it out. A little shove ends up knocking Dorofeyev to the ice. Or no, is that? That was Dorofeyev. Carlson. Little knock to the ice as well. Good back check, but Vegas gets it in. Gets it on Gustafsson, and Gustafsson covers. 4:02 to go in overtime. And it's already 4:30. Damn. Come on, Vegas. Put one in and end this. Face off to the left of Gustafsson. Eichel wins the face off. Look at that. Hannafin towards the net, and Gustafsson kicks it away. Eichel up high, trying to come down the low wall. He goes back up, cycles around. Over to Pietrangelo. He tries to throw it down low, throws it off the guy a foot in front of him like he does every single freaking time. Eichel shoots. Misses. Pietrangelo with the shot. Hits a body up front. Goes to the high wall. Eichel gets it to the point. Haig down to Petro, who takes a shot and misses by a mile to the left. Eichel trying to protect the puck. He does. He turns around. He spins it on a blind pass right to a Wild jersey. Can we please make a shot? Wild coming back out of their zone. White Cloud settles it, goes back the other way. Sod dumps it into a green jersey. I live in Quebec and it's 7. Yeah. I was supposed to, like, I've been wanting to smoke a meatloaf since I was hoping to be done by like 3:30, so we're not eating at 7 o'clock. But unfortunately, that just didn't quite work out. Ended up, that puck hit Zuccarello and came bouncing in. Good job by Gustafsson. And then Pietrangelo hit Hartman. Didn't even get it to the net. 23 block shots apiece, and the shots are 45-32. That is insane. The shot attempts have to be 100 apiece. Wild win the faceoff. 2:40 to go in first overtime. Riley Smith ends up with the puck. He kicks it towards the middle. Puck bouncing around. It's loose. And we did it! Absolutely, they were not. Where is it? Where is it? Hang on, I got something for this. What? We did not deserve to win that game, and sure enough, we come out of it with the series tied 2-2 heading back to Vegas. Score! Wait. Scoring for your Golden Knights with his first of the playoffs and the game-winning overtime goal, number 49, Ivan Barbashev, with an assist from number 10, Nicholas Waugh, and a secondary assist from number 19, Riley Smith. Let's go, baby. Golden Knights coming through. Mercs, you absolutely did come at the right time. Golden Knights in overtime, late in overtime, putting on the pressure. Riley Smith getting the puck to the net. Gustafsson kicking it out right in front. And Barbashev coming in to bury it. 100% the Golden Knights did not deserve this win. It is a borderline miracle that we come through with it. But that just goes to show, you know what? They may not play a 60-minute game. They won't play all of a 60-minute game, but they have the energy for a playoff game. God bless it, I had that in my head, and then I just completely butchered it. Golden Knights suck in 60, do better in 80. There you go. There's the headline. Holy cow, what a game. That was a lot of fun. So, I do have to get off and make dinner. I'm glad I get to get off with a smile on my face. Golden Knights make it 2-2 as they head back to the fortress. Each side winning a home game, losing a home game. Man, what a series so far. And I watched the game with my kids. Yeah, right on. You said you were going to watch it with your kids, man. So that's really cool. And they get a win for the 1 o'clock game on a Saturday. Who doesn't love it? So I got to get out of here. I got to make dinner. Already, Stützle has a power play goal for the Senators. They are just over 11 minutes into that game. I am coming back later, Mercs. I will be here for the Colorado-Dallas game as long as I get out of here now and go get that food cooked. I got about 2 hours, but I'm smoking a meatloaf. That takes some time. CG, deuces, keep an eye out for the game when I come back for Colorado-Dallas. And if not, we will be back tomorrow at 10 a.m. Winnipeg in St. Louis. Jets versus Blues. We will be here at 10 a.m. tomorrow. We're going to catch most of the games tomorrow as well. So, if you got time, 6:30, 2 hours. Hope to see you then. If not, hope to see you in the morning. And sweet. Good night. Go Knights, go, baby.